Welcome, Aquarius, to Bee's Portal Tarot. Happy January 1st. Happy New Year. Hopefully 2021 is going to be off to a magical, bright new start with some healing, wholesome energies for the new year. I hope this reading resonates with you. It's going to be the first 6 months of 2021, representing January to June. It's going to be a pretty lengthy spread, so if you stick with me then, you'll probably find some good messages there for you. If it doesn't resonate, toss it back to the universe. Feel free to come back and check it at the end of every month to see how it resonated with you. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know how it did. I'd love to hear those. Hope your holidays are all well and fine. I've lit a candle to invite the spirits and the divine messages in with us. We'll say a quick prayer before we begin, and then we'll get into the deck. Everything's been pre-shuffled. We'll give a quick tossle of them, Aquarius, before we begin, and then we'll get right into it. So we're going to start with a particularly new deck from the Starman. I'll read some of the passages from the book on this particular deck, just because they're profound and pretty lengthy. The messages are just fast. I find it very informative to read them. Okay, so without further ado, Aquarius, we're going to start with our prayer, and then we're going to get right into it. Divine angels and guardians, guide my hand by yours alone. Let this reading be true and sound. Divine angels and guardians, with me always by my side, I pray for your guidance and for sight. Protect me with your golden light. The cards are shuffled, the cards are dealt, the door is open and the power is felt. Let me see with open eyes, speak the truth, tell no lies. When the future is revealed, with nothing more to be concealed, remember that the future is not yet set in stone. So divine angels and guardians, I welcome messages from your ranks. For your guidance and wisdom, I give my thanks. So be it. So spirit guardian angels, please show me, Aquarius, general energies representing them from January to June 2021. Okay, so if we could get the first energy of January out, spirit, for Aquarius 2021, January 2021. Aquarius 2021, what is their January general energy? Thank you, Spirit. Can I get February, please, Spirit? Oh, I forgot February and March there. Can I get April, Spirit? For Aquarius 2021, April, for general energies. April, Spirit. Oh, so we got April and May and June now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's put this guy off the zip over here. Then we're going to go ahead and grab some messages from the divine, oracle messages from the divine. For the sun, moon, rising sign of Aquarius from January to June, Spirit, what are the divine's messages for Aquarius at this time? Aquarius, January to June. Show me the cards I need to see, Spirit. January's guidance messages. Okay, so January, February, and March, and April here. So, okay. Can I get May and June fit? May and June for Aquarius. Okay, which cards did you want me to take open? Just clarifying which cards. I'm going to move these piles over a little bit so we don't get them all clustered up here. after you get so many cards in the spread, they seem to just want to cluster. All right. Okay. Next up, we're going to get your general, the general messages, the general theme of the month. What's your overall kind of, what's going to overall situations could be happening, anything that's going to represent your energy for those months. 2021, what are the general messages coming through for Aquarius 2021, January 2021? Sun and rising sign of Aquarius. Sun and rising sign of Aquarius. Oh, what? Sun and rising sign of Aquarius Spirit, January 2021. Their general spirit, overall messages. Okay, so we got. Can I get March, please, Spirit? Thank you. Can I get April, Spirit? Okay, so April, May, and June. Okay. So then we're going to grab some spirit messages, spirit animal messages for you at this time, Aquarius. Spirit, can I get your spirit wisdom oracle messages for Aquarius from January through June? Sun and rising sign for Aquarius. Can I get the spirit guided animal messages for January? Thank you. Can I get February, Spirit? Thank you. And March, Spirit. Can I get March for Aquarius? Thank you. And April for Aquarius. Thank you. May for Aquarius, Spirit. Thank you. And June for Aquarius, Spirit. Thank you. So, then we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to go with some good tarot affirmations. So these are going to be the clarifying energies to your overall general energy. So can we get clarifying messages for Aquarius, Sun and rising sign, January through June? The clarifying energies for January 2021, Spirit, thank you. Aquarius, February, you, Spirit, and March, Spirit. March for Aquarius 2021. What are the clarifying energies? March 2021, clarifying energies for Aquarius, Sun and rising sign. Okay. And April, Spirit. Can I get clarifying energy? Thank you. Wait, and we just need one more out. Can I get the clarifying energy, Spirit, for June for Aquarius 2021? Thank you, Spirit. And then last but not least, we're going to grab your angel messages. So these messages will come from angel source, angel guides, spirit guides, passed on loved ones, come through this particular deck. So can I get the angel messages for Aquarius, Sun and rising sign of Aquarius for January 2021? Can I get March 2021? Thank you. And can I get May and June 2021? For Aquarius, Sun and rising sign of Aquarius 2021. And there they are. Oh. Okay, so we did get 3 cards out, so I'm instructed to put these 2 together in the last one. So my guides are telling me to do that, so we're going to go with that. So maybe you could use some double transparency throughout this. So I'm going to show you each of the cards as we go along, and then we'll explain what they mean. So, one sec, I'm going to grab a quick drink. All right. Okay. So right up first, on front, Aquarius, you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now, this is going to talk about a very significant, I'll just kind of, maybe I'll prop them up here. We'll just prop it there for a sec. So the 10 of Cups in reverse, can't really see it the best, but I'll hold it up again for you again in just one sec. So the 10 of Cups in reverse, this is a card of experiencing the joy of loving connection that you have. There's something quite exquisite and miraculous about the journeying with fellow travelers on this road we call life, Aquarius. We're not alone, and loneliness is a great deprivation, and it's becoming more prevalent in the face of divorce, increasing mobility, and aging population. The people in our lives offer up reflections of ourselves, like some great fractal different facets of ourselves are being revealed. Contrasting edges of our character flame into existence with another personality, another energy, life-giving and sustaining. This is being a craft of your legacy, ultimate contentness, creating long-lasting bonds. But in reverse, it's pleasing others and not yourself, Aquarius. Abandoning your dreams and repeating dysfunctional ancestral patterns, a lack of love and intimacy. Not the best way to start out January. I think it's a general theme with all the signs at this time. But it's inviting you to take time to connect with some special people in your life. Those you love and have traveled with for some time. Acknowledging their presence in your life with fresh eyes. Experience their beauty, their courage, and their fortitude and their wisdom. Feeling into and through their strokes and their stories. To fathom their radiance, Aquarius. Everyone around us is a gift, essentially a reflection. So everyone is teaching us where we get caught in the web of judgment and self-righteousness, Aquarius, of separation and ignorance. If we would only give ourselves more moments to experience first joy, loving connection with ourselves, and then turn to the other to give love and appreciate the miracles of their existence. So it could be losing connection with yourself, the loss of freedom and independence, no quality time to recharge your batteries, abandoning your dreams, constantly pleasing others and feeling resentful of that, continuing the line of dysfunctional, maybe ancestral patterns, learned patterns, lack of love and intimacy. That's an interesting energy to start out with. So you got the material and spiritual prosperity card that comes right after that. So maybe you're focused on too much of being stuck in everybody else's perception of you, Aquarius, and not allowing your own perception of you. But it looks like some material and spiritual prosperity is going to come your way at this time. But as you see, he's looking over the deck. It is a time of, yes, you're going to get your spiritual prosperity, but it might not be in the way that you kind of have hope for. It represents, it's in the physical border, so it represents a peaceful, tranquil time as he's looking out there over there. Aquarius, you can see he's looking out over the balcony. When problems seem to actually disappear, a sudden bonus or a raise, or even a promotion could be in the offering. It could be expected or arrive right out of the blue for you, Aquarius. This card could also signify a group that's worked and strived hard towards the success of a common goal. You could be part of that group. A time of prosperity is coming your way, Aquarius. Balance and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence is showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you true riches. Aquarius, look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or a favorite charity that would welcome an act of kindness right now? Practice generosity, gratitude, and compassion so that you can continue to prosper in all areas of your life, Aquarius. The ebb and flow, giving and receiving. What you put out, you will get back in. Then you get the Star card. So you started off a little rough and a rough patch, Aquarius, but you're getting the Star here, which is one of the, essentially the best cards in the deck. So whether you were stuck there at the moment of January, the beginning here of January, you're not going to let that define you, I don't think. I think you're off to a greater, sort of more abundant energy than that. But the Star card, it adds up to 8, the number of change and renewal. So it could be calling on you to change or renew some part of yourself right now, Aquarius. But it's asking you to keep faith. Opportunities and reward will come when you follow a new direction, maybe in work, projects, or relationships. Spiritually, the card could reveal guidance. You discover your life purpose. For some, this is the ability to heal others and yourself, Aquarius, which you are a natural healer. You are the water bearer, so you're naturally a healer. You may have come through a period of transition. Now your sense of unfolding of new creative possibilities is aligning for you. Relationships are becoming harmonious, and if you're looking for love, you are now ready to be with your soulmate. It could also be meaning of recognition, luck, money coming into you. So things have definitely turned around from the start. And then you get the Snake. Live according to your divine essence, from the Elemental Kingdom right there. Pretty cool card, hey? So the Snake is definitely, it's a very peaceful, intuitive animal. So you're definitely going to be called to come into your divine essence, your divine power. But they bring their light wisdom with them. So snakes have this, even though I particularly don't enjoy them, but they ask you to be very aware today, because the Snake card is bringing you a message that something's about to happen, Aquarius. Are you ready to burst out of your skin and expand your life? It is time to plan a holiday or move house. Is an opportunity going to be presented to you? On the other hand, this card may be offering you a warning. Can you trust the people around you, Aquarius? Look beyond the surface and listen to your gut instinct. Remember to call on the Snake if you feel like you need protection, and know that this will keep you safe. Your guidance is to be ready for any eventuality. Tune into the wisdom of the universe that is available to you now, Aquarius, and you'll get some answers. So be prepared for a sudden shift of something coming at you. People trying to take your raw energy. You got the 8 of Water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a card of a journey of discovery. It's letting go. All that, glitters isn't always gold. And you know that you always deserve authentic riches, the gold that fills you with joy and abundance, Aquarius, and understanding. You need to fearlessly pause, re-examine where you've been, Aquarius, where you are, and where you need to go. Consider to choose the path that is right for you instead of the one that you seem like you ought to follow, the one you ought to walk, the one you usually take. You need to be true to your heart. You've come as far as you can, and you need to leave by the last wayside the vestiges of illusions, and the shame and guilt, and know that everything, no longer hold on to anything that isn't right for you anymore, Aquarius. Time to shed that. You're coming out of January feeling like that. The 7 of Cups, choices. You're coming out of the January with some choices to be made, Aquarius. Maybe love, relationships, jobs, career. Whatever the case is the choice is there for you. It's Cups, water energy. Again, you have some more Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in there. But the 7 of Cups is imagination, dreams, as well as delusion. The 7 of Cups shows your head is in the clouds, Aquarius. The world seems full of fantastical potential, but you need to see which path to follow, because you don't yet have the information you need to make the choice. Equally as anything seems possible, you may be guilty of wishful thinking, unable or unwilling to see the facts beyond the facade. Get in touch with your inner creativity and ask your angels for help. For the artistic types, this card could also indicate creative ideas yet to be realized. Maybe you're learning that you have a new artistic skill that you didn't understand or didn't know you had. You're starting out with February with the Princess of Cups. So you're standing in your ground, you're knowing your worth a little bit, you're coming more into what you feel to be known to be right. So the Princess of Cups, just one sec here. I'm not used to looking in the book for the Princess of Cups is an art offering you an artistic beauty, a gentle, delicate being. The Princess of Cups is finely tuned to the watery world of our emotions. Perhaps naively she wants to believe that the utopia is possible, the world that is abundant with love, light, and peace. When she discovers the world to be a dark and deadly realm, the shock essentially reverberates deeply into the core of her being until it's almost unbearable. Aquarius, how can human beings commit such acts of negligence, hatred, and terror? How can anybody so much anger and will? So, sensitive and creative, open to psychic transmissions, unique perspective, a dreamer. But we allow the hurts and challenges of life to make us more inspiring. Aquarius, loving and beautiful human beings. We are walking the most miraculous path. This is the alchemical game of transforming our burdens, the ball and chain of life we carry, into radiant possibilities. To move through life with grace, Aquarius, to not allow ourselves to be soared by sadness or to be held in the withering grasp of regret, is a constant practice and one worth fully taking on. This card is going to invite you to just consider how a complaint, when looked at from a different creative angle, is transformed into a rich form of guidance. So look at all the negatives and turn them into a positive coming out of January. Take these choices and all this pent up energy, and it's calling on you to honor your solar plex chakra right there. So remember, all chakras are important to be aligned, to be in harmony at once. But this one's definitely calling on you to take a look within yourself. The solar plex chakra is the I can. It's the fire element, Aquarius. But the solar plex chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To balance this chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance movement, working with color. But beware of people who will drain your energy. And you can find workshops and stuff around you and classes to help you harmonize this area at this time for you, Aquarius. Then you got Donkey. This come out in another reading. Keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabriel. Aquarius, sometimes you bottle up and it looks like you went through a time of, you've done a lot of going back, bottling up, moving on, retreating. So it's keep your heart open no matter what. No matter how hard it is, don't close off your heart, Aquarius, to what could be there. Right? You never know. Love could be around the corner, Aquarius. You guys don't like to, sometimes if you get too scorned in the past, too hurt, you guys have trouble moving on. The damage is too much done. You guys can hold a grudge for an extremely long amount of time. But you're also one of the most fiercely loyal signs I know. So I understand that when you guys get hurt, it's a deep hurt to you because you guys love and care so deeply. So know that don't be afraid to express that love. That love is part of who you are, Aquarius. Don't let that dull or shine or keep that in from anywhere. The world needs more people like you. That's the problem. More people like you and less people like the people that hurt you. This card's indicating that you've been through or are still undergoing some sort of test or initiation. You may feel that it's been unfair, Aquarius, but your soul undertook it to advance you to a higher spiritual level. Such challenges help you to develop qualities of patience, forbearance, and courage. But accept this, stay centered, calm, and keep your heart open, Aquarius. Use all your experiences to strengthen yourself, and you're going to move to a higher spiritual level. Then everything will feel worthwhile as you'll see it from a enlightened perspective. When you pass initiation, you're always rewarded, so something much better is coming your way, Aquarius, so embrace it. And you got the 8 of Spears in reverse, okay? So the 8 of Spears in reverse is, well, the 8 is coming, it's a number of sort of completion, but communication, but in reverse, travel could be delayed for you, Aquarius. Professional and personal projects will go on hold, which is likely with the pandemic. You may need to find an alternative approach. So in relationships, a partner or friend's lack of miscommunication causes the temporary confusion in the relationship. Remember to seek out the answers. Don't manifest the answers into your head, Aquarius. Just seek them out. Don't get into your own thoughts. And find an alternative approach to the situation instead of the one that you've been currently trying. If it's not working, try something different. Then you got the 10 of Air. Okay. So the 10 of Air is all about completions, absolutely. But it's also about graceful endings and hopeful beginnings, meeting and a point of epiphany, an end to an old way of thinking for you, Aquarius. It's all up from here. You bless the ending, grateful for its lessons. You've learned that you can free you from the patterns that no longer serve you. You allow your circumstances to end with grace, as you know that something better is going to appear at any time. You're thankful for that from now on, and you can respond differently to any challenging situation. You're taking the lessons you've learned, Aquarius, and you're applying them to right now. And the 6 of Pentacles, generosity. So this is going to be maybe a time for you to be more generous, or somebody's going to be more generous to you, Aquarius, seeing all you went through. And the ebb and flow, giving and receiving, is coming back to you. But the 6 of Pentacles is about prosperity, sharing, and kindness. It's a giving card, and the generosity goes both ways. Like I was just saying, you may receive a welcome gift, Aquarius, a personal item, money, a donated time, or you could be the helper, reaching out to others in need because you absolutely understand their predicament. You may give quietly with compassion and without discussion, and do so because it's the right thing. If you benefit from another person's generosity, you can accept their help with grace. An additional reading of the card is being released from a karmic debt. So I think that's more of the interpretation for some of you. Most of you, I think it's going to apply to releasing of the karmic debt. But others of you, it could be the other card. You got the 7 of Swords entering your overall energy for March. Here, the 7 of Swords. So that's definitely going to talk to you about being at a time of, like he's carrying a cage box. You want what others have. So this is, you're trying to take what others have. This is whatever's in the box there, you want that. Deception, betrayal, and cunning are at play, ironically, often when you do something in secret. Taking special care not to be discovered. A logic-defying energy plays with us. The 2 people speaking in one another when they don't normally. Sending an email to the wrong person. Leaving a phone face up accidentally on a table. Apparently random collisions like this defy our laws and expose our deceptions. The use of deviousness to gain an advantage or deceive always contains seeds to its perpetual downfall. Most form of private and public wrongdoings, acts of adultery and other personal betrayals, financial fraud, government corruption, and even murder and genocide are fueled by lies. Ultimately, every lie we tell haunts our future and so is our past. There is no telling where or how it might collide with reality. requiring further maintenance and more lies. The truth never needs to be pretended. In the Seven of Swords, you can see a figure making a dramatic escape. The card carries two swords, which has seized from the obscure floating tank, seemingly a repository guarded by strange, disc-like security. The image is a playful reference to the artist Damien Hirst. Both had talent for the reconfiguring things of the little perceived value into rare objects. Are the swords artifacts, worthless rusty metal, or fine art? This brings us into question, what is value? What makes something intrinsically valuable? Who decides? If the value or culture places something in itself a grand deception, is the ambiguous game of restricting supply so an item is perceived as rare, unique, or precious? Our prevalent communication delivery system, the media, drips with stories about the rich and famous, designed to make us drool over manicured and empty lifestyles. Beneath the luxurious sensual comfort of privilege are the same individual challenges of love, approval, loss, and abandonment we all face. We are bewitched to fulfill our own longing for wholeness, certainly, and completion with what we define as other. The Seven of Swords asks you to consider those parts of your life where you meet dishonesty and deception. Perhaps you feel you don't have the courage and energy to meet something head on. So instead you prefer to delay or avoid for a time. But this too can come ingrained, a pattern which keeps you trapped instead of bringing liberation. Ask yourself, where are you not being honest with others and ultimately with yourself? There is an opportunity in this card to put things right and restore your integrity, Aquarius, wielding your sword to cut away your own lies and mistruths and challenging those in relationships and the cultures around you, Aquarius. What a way to go into March the 3, fertility, which is the Empress in traditional tarot. So, yeah, you're cutting away that which isn't serving you. You're saying goodbye, bidding farewell, which is coming up in every sign, I think. But this is the power of manifestation and growth in the horizon. You're the creator. And the seeds that you've been planting in the past, whether they were happiness or abundant, they're now ready to birth into your world, Aquarius. So be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. Nurture yourself as well. As you interact with others around you now, or even in the middle of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle the situation. This isn't a time, Aquarius, for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, or domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy there that resides will always assist you in making sacrifices in order to care for or help others as well as yourself. Okay, Aquarius, so that's, you could be also looking at fertility years time. You got the Fool card right out. So that speaks to this. This is coming to a fruitish, brand new beginning time. You could be expecting a baby, which could be the new beginnings right after the 3. So maybe 2021 is making little Aquariuses. But the Fool card is about risk, innocence, opportunity, beginnings, an adventure, opportunity, new phase, or perspective beckons. There's an air of spontaneity and optimism as you follow your dream in the spirit of freedom. Take a breath before you begin and calculate the risks before you take that leap of faith. But it means independence, a student, a young person leaving the house. This could be you, or maybe you have a child that's leaving the house right now, which is kind of perpetuating all this emotion throughout the last 3 months. But you got the Turtle. Be joyful and trusting. Okay, so the spirit animals that are coming out are a lot of the same coming out for other signs. That tells me that there's definitely a profound time for animals all over the world as, you know, kind of being healing animals. But choosing this card is going to suggest that sometimes you need to put your shell on around you to protect your sense of feelings. This also prevents the good from coming in. Your guidance is to let this wall down and place light around yourself instead. this is a card of mastery, one of which the first steps is to be able to control your breathing, Aquarius. When you focus on your breath, you connect consciously to the source and your place of origin. Whale wisdom and turtle wisdom is going to give you just that peaceful protecting of your shell. It's trusting the universe loves you. Everything's going to work out for the highest good. The rich and generous universe is ready to bring you plenty. So value who you truly are, Aquarius. If you wish to sacrifice yourself for the majority, do so consciously. And then the 9 of air followed by the 10 of air. So the 9 of air is saying, all right, are we doing this or are we doing this? But more than anything, it is reminding you that shifting negative self-talk to self-compassion, from fear to possibility. It could be a call to faith for you, Aquarius. But with a gentle, mellifluous voice, you will tell yourself that you need to be okay. That you are okay, and with any fear is merely false evidence appearing as real. Forgive yourself because you know that you're a human trying the best you can, and need only to call on spirit to remember that you can and will do better as new possibilities begin to gather in your horizon, Aquarius. Don't be afraid to take those. You got the Queen of Pentacles, comfort. So if you're coming out of March with a nice, comfortable, sort of peaceful, relaxed energy, not feeling so overly burdened by everything, which is huge for anybody, but especially you. You guys don't do so well with that. But the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it represents security, protection, and abundance. It's a King of Pentacles. It's financially successful. It's serious about being a provider, generous and loyal, which I think is all representing your energies here. A key goal is owning a home or business early on in life. This card could reveal financial security, as well as material gains and consistency in your daily routines. And you will feel reconnected with the natural world through walking and nurturing your garden or suspending with the animals. So then you're going into April with the Sacred Clown, which is the Fool card essentially again. So you got the Fool card in this deck as well as the Fool card right here. So clarifying energies, Aquarius. Double Fool card. 00. So the Sacred Clown, it is laughing at the game of life, essentially. The Sacred Clown knows that nothing we think is actually true. No belief is fixed. A trickster and shaman converge. He probes beneath the veil of normality to reveal the astonishing and unexpected. Indeed, the gap between you and what you have understood to be you. His words are like lightning bolts which can pierce through the heart. At once both innocent and dangerous, as fire pokes holes into things you take too seriously. So, the Sacred invites you to live in the exciting potential and freedom of each moment. The Hioka provokes, prods, and startles you out of the hypnotic dance of a monkey mind. He bids you to be aware that you are not the stream of fear and desire endlessly surfing, Aquarius, but rather the expanse of freedom in which these issues appear and disappear. When you say I, ... you're referring to your story. Your story is not true. The burdens you have carried for so long can be put down because they never belonged to you. Something new awaits you to be on unexplored paths, so step into life fearlessly. Renew, refresh, and rebirth yourself, Aquarius. You are a child, innocent and free. It's going to invite you to risk, and risk big. That you must risk the sting and the bite of life to experience its true wonder, Aquarius. Take the leap of faith. Step out of the void. Embrace your experiences. Live in your potential. Explore your world, Aquarius. What a wonderful energy to start April off with. Then you got the third eye chakra, which is another chakra card, and you've already got a chakra card here. So it is definitely calling on you to be focused on your third eye at this time. Yeah, so another, I don't think it's the same one, but someone else got the 2 chakras in their reading as well. But I think it was more of a, I think that one was the solar plex, but I don't think the other one was the third eye. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But you got the third eye chakra, which is the IC, the element of light. But it's also the most talked about in the clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, higher levels of consciousness. We're associated with this energy. Found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose. It works closely with the throat and crown chakras to assist you with your psychic and intuitive guidance. So in order to balance it, you can try meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, color therapy, anything you need to balance your energies at this time, Aquarius. Then you got the 3 of Spears in reverse. So the 3 of Spears in reverse, well, I guess, kind of shocked at the 3 of Spears. But it's representing a time for you to call on you, Aquarius, to simplify your goals just now. Communication has become complicated and may even be a breakdown, leaving you feeling unsupported or isolated. This is, however, just a glitch, Aquarius. Keep on going. Don't let it bring you down for too long. You got this overall. You got the ant. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. So you can be part of a team right now, Aquarius. You should be trying to communicate and be part of that team to the highest good of your potential and for everybody else. Being part of a team, especially after the pandemic of 2021, can't be anything but good to anybody, as I see it. But it's denoting yourself to making your home welcoming and harmonious, which is a great time to do it since we're all trapped indoors. You can take small steps to picking up the litter, smiling at your neighbors, or aim higher and actively offer people in your service. But it's calling you the pattern to balance and bring you into alignment with your soul blueprint. The angels will begin to sing and pour their angel sonics over you, and this is going to attract higher energies and people towards you at this time, Aquarius. And then, oh, look at that. You got the Fool card again. So, where did the Fool card go now? Where did I just have it? I just had it. Oh, the Sacred Clown. Where is the Sacred Clown? Where'd he go? I can't find it now. But you just had the Sacred Clown right there. The Sacred Clown. So this is the Fool, and the Fool. And 3 decks. Aquarius. 0, 0, 0. Maybe look up that for you. But yeah, this is also about enthusiasm. So you know that spiritual approach rarely appears logical, and sometimes it even seems impractical. However, when this card appears, you can take a risk and trust that you have faith. Anything is possible. The invisible realms will reveal each step along the way. Aquarius, you're meant to experience this regardless of where you travel. This is a time when you are learning that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Don't forget that profound message. A spiritual being having a human experience. You got the 5 of Pentacles, which is isolation. Which I feel like it's trapped in your own isolation. I feel like that immensely with that. But overall, but the 5 of Pentacles is going to bring isolation, insecurity, loss, financial loss. It's indicating a feeling of alone, financial suffering. But when it comes up in a reading, it's going to reveal worry about money, losing work, or the risk of starting anew, rather than your true situation. In relation to friendship or groups, there may be anxiety about being rejected or excluded. An alternative reading is feeling alone after a breakup or close relationship. Know that feelings of insecurity are temporary. The situation will pass. You could be just kind of just stuck in that blasé 2020 energy that we have been stuck in for so long. We got the Princess of Swords here, Aquarius. So you got lots of princesses and major suit cards here. But you got the Princess of Swords, which here is about calling on you to live in your truth. Aquarius is she brandishes her sword artfully and precisely, daring. She scatters the heights to a true spider woman. Her domain is high up the city streets, running and leaping across rooftops. The Princess of Swords is indicating the brilliance of the mind is at your side, an agile advocate for cutting away any obstacles as you scale the heights to success. You may be called, Aquarius, to review the set of principles and assumptions you are living by. Those high ideals are you are pursuing or once lived in. Life is a great journey filled with setbacks, wrong turns, and dead ends. You're being called to be an interpreted explorer, to question assumptions, values, and ideals. What is the purpose of your life? Why are you here? What do you want, Aquarius? How might you navigate the difficulties, the inequalities, and the dazzling array of opportunities to realize the best of your potential, Aquarius? What do you think is possible from the very best of human existence? The time is right for a physiological re-examination of the meaning of life and the reacquaintance with some of the most remarkable thinkers and philosophers of our time. You are ready to begin walking your path, Aquarius. Dazzle in the delights of your ambitions and pay attention to your surroundings and question your reality. Keep an open mind to everything. Transformation, the Death card in regular tarot. 13, breaking down to a 4. Foundations. So you're definitely coming out of a period of death and rebirth, Aquarius. Starting off with the first, I'd say, 2 weeks of May, it looks like you're going to be having some sort of profound transformation. But this is a time of endings, is close at hand. Don't resist the changes that are happening in your life. These could be taking place in relationships or jobs, business, or career. You have the strength of the transformation card and asking you to have the courage to know that renewal follows every conclusion. It comes forth to remind you the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything's on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined, Aquarius. You can't live in the past any longer. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are these loose ends that needs to be tied up? Are these people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you at this time, Aquarius. Then you got the Queen of Coins. So you're coming out of this transition of death and rebirth. Then you're coming up to the Queen of Coins. You're like, you know what, I got this. I've always had this. Why haven't I just kind of embraced it? Change, sacrifice, so hard when you're coming into something, but this is about affection, love, fertility, abundance, and help. Generous and highly intelligent. This queen is going to appreciate life's natural pleasure. She enjoys work that is hands-on and it directly benefits others. From cooking to gardening, whatever the card signifies, fertile and in financial support. And can always predict love, marriage, and pregnancy. An additional meaning is a close relationship with animals and nature, so it's a wonderful card. And you could be feeling a lot better about that in the end. You got the guinea pig. Do your part to illuminate the universe. You see that there? Do your part to illuminate the universe. The guinea pig, sorry about that. The guinea pig is a little creature, but they come from Venus, the planet of love. This card of love is just reading it starts to connect you energetically to the guinea pigs and through them to the cosmic heart. Be open to receiving a download. But remember that when love flows from your heart, it lightens the heart of all around you. At this time, Aquarius, then for the brief and glorious moment, you can activate and light up the stellar links throughout creation and the bright pink love. In this way, you'll do your part to illuminate the universe in response to the cosmos flood with love and all manners of abundance. Just relax and trust, Aquarius. Know that love's coming for you and be open to receive it when it does. Then you got the 9 of Earth. So a little blindsided there. Which is kind of how it's weird how a lot of these cards are just coming up in different placements. It's like it's just a lot of the energies are being resurfaced. But this is discipline, self-reliance, reliable resources, restraint, and self-control, the final stone being placed in a foundation. Know that you can rely on yourself and spirit, that there are many tools at your disposal, and use your resources wisely, solidifying the foundation of your security and the material world. You are diligent and disciplined, focus on completing the work that you began a long time ago. You need to stick to your program, trusting that the plan is unfolding before you exactly how in spirit has it intended for you. You can't rush what's coming to you. You got the 3 of Swords, which is heartache. So you could be leaving the end of May with a little bit of heartache, Aquarius. Or I think it's just having some of this past heartache that you're still carrying with you, that you just can't seem to let go of. But again, it's a general theme. A lot of people, it's not only you, that are going through this tremendously hard time. But the 3 of Swords represents heartaches, tears, affairs, and rejection. It's the card of sorrow, reveals relationship problems, breakups, and affairs. You may be separated from a partner who you trusted and expected to be with, causing sadness and grief. General interpretation outside the love realm is divided loyalties at work and in close friendships. Someone around you may not deserve your trust, Aquarius. The circumstances may be hard to bear, but you can now see the truth in the situation, which is way better off, I'd say. You are starting off with the King of Cups in reversed for June. So the King of Cups in reverse, Aquarius, the King of Cups is about bringing peace and harmony, but in reverse, the cup is gone, signaling the loss of your emotionally rich guiding system, disconnected from the heart. Thinking quickly becomes unbalanced and confused, cold and distant. One would do well to retreat and use the power of nature to heal, especially connecting with the therapeutic qualities of water to cleanse, heal, and relax the body, Aquarius. So that's a nice hot bath. Then you got the Harmony card, number 6. I feel like you got this card somewhere else, but you got the number 6 Harmony card. So this is definitely going to be absolutely a harmonious time for you, and it's talking about a deep spiritual initiation, partnership, or union taking place at this time, or it's manifesting for the future. This doesn't always necessarily represent a love affair to the heart, but could signify other forms of relationships to you, Aquarius, whether they're personal or business. Remember that not all partnerships have to be one-to-one. So ask yourself again the same questions. What am I learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other? What have I discovered or I'm still uncovering about myself? So within every relationship, there's an encoded lesson that you'll hopefully gleaned on, or in some cases that you still need to learn, Aquarius. This is the Lover's card in traditional tarot. So yeah, I think you're coming from a deep time. You got the Emperor coming into masculine energy, standing in your authority. You're saying, okay, I accept what was. I can let go of what hurt me, because you can. You're Aquarius, you're full of love, and it's time to stand in your power with this Emperor card. Stand in your truth. Let go of what hurts you, because it cannot hurt you any longer. But it is continuing to hurt you as long as you don't forgive the energy, no matter how negative that energy might be for you. This card's number, reduces to 4. 4 is likened to a square, as all sides are equal. There's no points of weakness. So the Emperor denotes the father, husband, male partner, or an other influential man. So it could represent you, Aquarius. In respect to a situation, the card gives a yes to questions relating, and it shows that disputes are resolved. The card signifies support, trust, and order after a period of chaos or uncertainty, but it calls on making the right decision at this time. Then you got the Shark. Lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. Archangel Metatron. So, yeah, come out of your bring on the Emperor. Come into your own self there, and understand that you are, the co-creator. You got the Shark, which is the peaceful spiritual warrior. It's being called to strengthen and discipline, claim your power, and act as a calm, wise, influential influence for the highest good of all. Because you are strong, sensitive, and important, you are sacrificed in some way for the common good. Your guidance is to examine your life and decide what brings you satisfaction. Bring more of these things into your life so that your wise leadership is founded on a feeling of personal contentment. Then you got the King of Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy up there. Okay, so this is going to signify, this is a fair and abundant king. He's definitely generous and diplomatic, a good listener, non-judgmental peacemaker. But you can honor and respect all beings, including yourself, and see the commonalities that you share with spirit, this and all of us. Listen to the other voices and blend them with your own wisdom before settling on an opinion, making a decision, or taking an action. You will gently and lovingly lead others away from the fear and divineness into harmonious collaboration, Aquarius. And then you got 2 angel messages for the end of June, which is the 10 of Pentacles support and the 8 of Pentacles dedication. Sorry about that. So the 8 of Pentacles, we'll start there. The 8 of Pentacles with the dedication is apprenticeship education. You're meeting your goals through ambition and dedication to every detail. In your professional life, you take pride in the work you do. If you're at home, you may be focused on home business, a creative project. This card comes up in a reading to show educational attainment and high grades and examinations financially. You're being rewarded for your achievements, so all that painstaking effort pays off. Trust that you can achieve whatever you want at this time. Then it goes into the 10, which is support, wealth, family, and love. It's the most positive card in the deck. It reveals family happiness and financial support. Money flows as a result of love. It may come via an older generation as an inheritance or a gift. Other love commitments are celebrated too, from anniversaries to engagements, as 2 families get to meet one another. An additional meeting is a wealthy retirement, achieving a retirement dream, such as a home renovation or buying additional property. But overall, you're coming out of this, the Fool. You had the Fool 3 times. Now you got the Emperor. You're leaving with the King of Water and harmony. So, halfway through June, you're coming to a harmonious one-to-one energy with yourself, Aquarius. And you're going to let some of the deep, deep healing come from the past scars that have burdened you for some time. So I would definitely say welcome it with the Fool's mentality of new beginning. Embrace it. Welcome 2021. You got this, Aquarius. Namaste.